Hi, it is September 30th, and I'm doing an angel card reading for the month of October. And if you've been with me for a while, you know that every month at the very beginning I do a free angel card reading, and it connects into the energy of the sun and the moon and the stars, because every month the astrological connection we have changes, just as the sun and the moon and the stars change their location, and we change our location. I should say it's us who's changing, not them. And there's an energy around that change, and for each of us it's a little bit different. If you do new moon charts and you attend those type of meetings, you will know that specifically, depending on when you're born, the energy that affects you might be a little bit different than the person next to you, whose date of their birth is different than yours. But there is a similarity between all of us for every month, and that's the energy I tap into when I do these cards, so that everybody can receive information from a general card reading for the month that they can connect to. And when I do a reading, I tune in very intuitively to the cards, and today's cards are Gaia Oracle. I've used them before, by Tony Carmen Solanro. Hopefully I didn't butcher her name too badly. And they are a beautiful card. This is the back. And so intuitively I connect into the cards, and of course we all can do this. What's nice is when somebody else reads your cards, you might get a different message that you might be missing if you were to do your own cards. A lot of times our ego gets involved and doesn't always want us to hear or learn what it is we need to learn or hear to move forward in our life. And for any of you who've purchased my book and read it, or a copy of it, Moving from the Outside In, I go through my whole journey from age 20 through till now, which is late 40s, and talk about how things affected me. I actually start the book at age 33 looking back, and then connect in to my healing at age 33 when I found out about holistic healing, and move forward from there. I've been getting great reviews, and I'm thrilled if you're one of the people who read it and I've been able to help you in any way. I'm just so grateful that you found this book, and that it's helping you, and hopefully others. So I'm just shuffling the cards now, and I'm going to pick, typically I pick 3. I'm hearing 2 today, so we'll take a look and see what comes up here in a few minutes. And this is for October. Oh, I thought I had the cards upside down. The first card is the same. Is that not cool? And there we go, a second card. So this card, the back of the card, which is the front of this card, is Sacred Heart, Passion, Love, and Spiritual Communication. Now, if you're in the northern hemisphere, you're moving into fall, and the colors of the leaves are changing, and all those fall colors are coming in, and that's really what I get here out of this card, with the oranges and reds and yellows. It's about change. And with fall, a lot of us move into winter and we move into hibernation. But this year, don't allow that to take over for you, at least not at this point through the month of October. This is really about putting yourself out there just a little bit longer, doing something you wouldn't normally do, pushing past those boundaries that normally hold you in firm, your ego mostly. So for me, what would that look like? Well, with the book coming out, I'm doing a lot more publicity than I've ever done before. I'm not terribly comfortable with that, but I know I have to do it because this book is important for me to get out in the mainstream so people can heal. So if something's holding you back, usually it's holding you back because of yourself. So when you need to do something, it's easiest to do something if you're doing it for someone else. So for me, I'm moving forward and doing the publicity because it's so important for me to make sure that my message gets out there, just like doing these angel card readings every month. The first time I did it, I was very nervous. Now I do okay. The other part that's interesting about this card is it's almost like an eyeball. The bottom half, if you look at it, is like an eye. See the iris of the eye here? This is black, it would normally be white. And that's almost like the pupil. See things differently. Allow the fire to build within you and see things differently. Allow movement to happen in your brain and in your body and in your mind. And let all these little sparkles be something new that's taking you somewhere new and doing something different. And the fire is there supporting the heart and what it wants to do. So leap. Take a chance. That's a lovely card. Sacred Heart. Passion, love, spiritual. Yeah. So the next card I pulled is Remembrance. Resurfacing of past feelings and emotions. Now, when we move forward in our life and we do things that make us uncomfortable, typically there's a reason they make us uncomfortable. And it's usually because something in our past creeps up that has put us in a place where it said, if you do that, you're not going to really like it. And usually it's because something hasn't worked out the way we wanted it to. And that's what ego is all about, holding us back from moving forward into our passion, into our future. And it's those emotions and feelings that hold us back from moving forward. I am brutally honest in my book about a lot of stuff that's happened in my life. And in order for me to move forward, I needed to look at the past. I needed to look at my relationships. I needed to look at events and situations in order to understand how I became the person I was. And when I was 33, I wasn't in a very happy place in my life. And I didn't know how I got to be such an unhappy person. And so in doing my healing and sitting with those emotions having to do with whatever it was, whether it was a relationship or a situation, or even the thoughts that we don't want to remember about ourselves. If you sit with them and you allow them to talk like a small child, you can get past them very quickly. How often does a small child just need to share their boo-boo on their elbow quickly and then they're off playing again, all forgotten? And that's really what our emotions and feelings are about within our body. And those emotions can be causing your body damage. So at a cellular level, you could be having problems with your liver, allowing things to filter through. Or you could be having problems with your kidneys, or your stomach, or your heart, or your lungs, or your thyroid, or your eyes. Any organ in your body can be affected by the emotions we suppress within ourselves. And that's why I do the visceral manipulation, because it's so important to allow these things to release from the body. And I do Skype appointments as well. I don't just do appointments in my office, and they're very powerful and very rewarding. So if that's something that interests you, by all means contact me. So don't not move forward because you're worried about what's going to come up in your life and what you're going to have to face. Know that you probably are going to have to face something, and that's okay, because that's how we grow, and that's how we get those miracles happening in our life, is by taking a chance on something and allowing it to express itself in a completely different way. And if those emotions show up, sit with them, be with them, understand them, and let them filter through and out of you. I'm also teaching a workshop November 23rd and 24th, Saturday, Sunday, and it's called Healing from the Outside In, connected to my book. And it is in Calgary, and there's more information you can find on my website. But it's a great workshop. If you're feeling out of balance at all, this 2-day workshop is going to give you specific tools that you can use on a daily basis to help bring all that back into alignment. I'm really, really excited about it. And again, if you need to ask me any questions about that workshop, you can reach me at Tracy, Tracy, at healingpossibilities.com. Just send me an email. So good luck for this month, and I hope you can move forward and allow some of those miracles to take place.